Was yesterday a dream or was it real? Today we're going to take a look at this saga continues with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. They are set to speak today, and I'm just thinking that they are going to make up. There's no way that this can go on, but what do you all think? We're going to take a look at actually a column from Reuters, and it's kind of interesting. So Trump and Musk to speak on Friday after alliance descends into public feud. So if you have not been like in the news cycle the last 24 hours, Donald Trump and Elon Musk have completely derailed. Their relationship is a dumpster fire right now. But my contention is that it's not gonna be settled today, and it's not gonna be settled probably for maybe a couple weeks or so, or maybe months overall. But bros can always make up. Guys can always when they actually start talking together, the things that like maybe girls, it might be tougher for them to come together and make up and not really hold grudges. Guys don't really care. Overall, guys aren't going to hold something against each other for the most part. And I think that these guys, they are, top of their game, businessmen, politician-ish, but either way, they are not some people that are going to just be able to, they're not going to hold grudges for no reason. If anything, this has made Elon Musk, I think, it's made him look not so good for people on the more conservative side, on the more right, but on the left, people are loving him. Maybe this is his overall game plan. Elon Musk, he's not stupid. So I guess we could start there. So Reuters has on there, Donald Trump aides schedule a call between the U.S. president and Elon Musk for Friday after huge public spat that saw threats fly over government contracts and included the world's richest man suggesting Trump should be impeached. Elon is saying he should be impeached. Elon's saying like so many things. He's throwing everything out there, and it's to distance himself from Trump. It's in the public eye. It's in the public eye because I think he needs to repair his brand, repair his image on the left overall, because he has been painted as the focal point. Everything, the heat that Donald Trump was getting, it all shifted to Elon Musk. So I can completely understand why he's doing this in a sense. It says a White House official said that the two men would speak on Friday. The official did not give a time for the call, which could ease the feuding after an extraordinary day of hostilities, largely conducted over social media. That marked a stark end to a close alliance. Representatives from Musk Tesla said did not immediately respond to a request for comment about the planned call. Tesla is definitely hurting. If there were things that were built into this bloated bill and Elon knew that they weren't going to go through, because that's what Trump is saying, that you knew that these mandates were not going to go where the people were going to be probably the subsidies-ish, or maybe government spending towards people buying Teslas, or just having a little safe haven for to make a little money on the side. And when we say a little money, when we're talking government, it ain't little. It is like probably a massive amount it does not seem, it's astronomical compared to regular people spending. All right. So shares in the electric vehicle maker closed down over 14% on Thursday, losing about $150 billion in market value. So when we say Elon Musk, he's a billionaire, he's like a $200 billionaire or whatever it is, it's based on primarily on his stock value, how big his companies are. It's not like he's got it in the bank or something. It's what is estimated for the most part. He's got money all over the place, and he's the richest man in the world. He battles with Jeff Bezos back and forth. He has kept the title for the longest time now, Elon. So he's not hurting for cash. So this is not completely money. This is image. This is how he's going to go forward and playing a few steps ahead. Because if it was just money, he's not strapped for cash. Okay. Trump Media and Technology Group, the parent company for Trump's True Social platform, ended down 8.04% on Thursday and was up and 0.2% in pre-market trade. What's actually very nice about this overall is Elon Musk cannot just push the button and deplatform Trump. As you remember at the end of his presidency last time, when he got booted off of Twitter, booted off of X, he had no megaphone. He had no way to post things. Now all the media understands that truth is social is a legitimate thing. So anything he puts out there, everybody sees, and then everybody is covered. So his microphone he doesn't have that power over Trump. It's just going to be throwing things against each other on the wall, just making when you are typing things, when you're putting things in email or on social media, that's why it becomes a sewer and you see the worst perception of somebody, as opposed to if you can get more personal talking to somebody. And then secondly, when you were in person with somebody, I know they've had a lot of time together. Elon stayed with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. So they've been together. They're not the exact same age. So they're not like, it's not probably the chemistry is not always there, and they're very different people, but they respect each other in a lot of ways in certain things. But Elon, he's played so nice for so long. I think he just held it all and it just erupted. It all just came out. And now it's like, can we dial it back in? Can we reel it back in? It's like once you say something, you can't ever take it back. But the media is always going to play this game that they think it's the end of the world. Oh my gosh, did you remember what you said? You said this, you typed this out to somebody. But then it's like, okay, we're past that. You can be girls and talk about all this and just make it a big deal. It's really not, This is a big deal. I'm not going to play this light, but when they actually get together and talk, there's no way that this can continue and separate more and more. They're eventually going to come together. It's not going to be over in a night or a day or a phone call, but I don't see in a year them like completely continuing to duke it out and Elon trying to thwart everything that Trump is doing and Trump trying to just make Elon's life miserable as much as he can, But so I don't think this is going to escalate to the most extreme. It's going to cool down. These are dudes. So it's like they're going to make up. They will eventually make up. All right. So Musk had bankrolled a large number of Trump's presidential campaign and was then brought as one of the president's most visible advisors, heading up a sweep and controversial effort to downsize the federal workforce and slash spending. The verbal punches erupted on Thursday after Trump criticized Musk in the Oval Office, and the pair then traded barbs on their social media platforms. Trump's Truth Social and Musk X. The falling out had begun brewing days ago when Musk, who left his role as head of the Department of Government Efficiency, that's a loaded term, why don't we just say Doge, a week ago denounced Trump's sweeping tax cuts and spending bill. So this is in the facade of all of spending money and bloated bills and all that stuff that is just the mess of Washington. It is deeper than that. It is not that. No matter how much they want to paint that as this, it is not that. There are deeper underlying tones that are driving this. And it's coming from Elon. It's coming from him. And Trump he's gonna fight back. He'll always punch. If someone hits him, he's always gonna he will do the most crazy, outlandish thing possible. He will always do that. Trump will always do that. So that's why it could escalate in a lot of ways, and it probably will. It never will be maybe the same. But was it ever the same? Was it really ever the same? Okay. Trump broke his silence on Thursday, telling reporters he was very disappointed in Musk. He says this, look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore, Trump said. As Trump spoke, Musk responded on X. Without me, this is Elon, without me, Trump would have lost the election, wrote Musk. He spent nearly $300 million backing Trump and other Republicans in last year's election. In another post, Musk asserted that Trump's signature import tariffs would push the U.S. into a recession later this year. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts, Trump posted. So if you haven't seen these, you can go back and forth to Trump's Truth Social account and then Elon's account on X, and you can see it all for you there. But either way, I think this is going to clear up. The dust will settle. These boys will make up. They will talk it out. They're not stupid. But I mean, it maybe it wasn't meant to be the same. It wouldn't be exciting if it was just that. I think this life always tells you it's going to be, there's going to be bumps and twists, and everything you expect is never going to happen. It's not going to happen. It always doesn't happen, and what you expect is not supposed to happen. So they'll make up. It'll start today. This Elon is going to. I believe he will cool down, and he's. But it's the underlying thing that is ripping this thing is he needs to get himself in good hands back with everyone like he was before. There was a time when everybody loved Elon Musk, and he got, which is seemingly TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, but I think he's using that to his overall advantage and purpose. All right, so if you've enjoyed this video and you want to continue this conversation, hit this link right over here, and I will see you on the other side.